como un rata, si Dios lo permite. Si Dios lo permite. Mami, ¿qué tú quieres? Aquí llegó tu tiburón. Yo quiero perrearte y fumarme un blon. Ver lo que esconde ese pantalón. Yo quiero perrearte y perrearte y perrearte. Yo quiero perrearte y fumarme un blon. Yo quiero perrearte y perrearte y perrearte. Yo quiero perrearte y fumarme un blon, un blon. La rola ya me explotó. La nena bailando se botó. Ese culo se merece todo. Se merece todo. Se merece todo. Yes.
Uncle, I know what we need to do. We gotta turn that up, baby.
Pásame la juca, que el coro ya está prendido. Las mujeres andan sin marido. Pásame la juca, por lo norte con todo estamos fríos. De magogos no dicen ni pío. Hoy anda Dubai, las romanas prendían mejor que Dubai. Tú eres una bandida, tú te la traes. Si le digo que llegue le cae. Ojalá y que esta noche tú seas mi mai. Y yo en nuita para el batey. Si quiero la movie la dejo en replay. Hoy andas con el bobo que no brega ni dispara. Pero todos los Diego en PR vienen con mi cara.
Wey, ¿qué es lo que con este tigre que no floja la manguera? Dime, manín, me cosieron la boca a mí, no sé fumar yo, ¿Es tuya la juca o tú eres juquero? Él no suelta la manguera, el loco. Mierda, qué gante el este tigre. Regimido.
Pásame la juca, que el coro ya está prendido. Las mujeres andan sin marido. Pásame la juca, por lo norte con todo estamos fríos. De magogos no dicen ni pío. Pásame la juca, que el coro ya está prendido. Las mujeres andan sin marido. Pásame la juca, por lo norte con todo estamos fríos. De magogos no dicen ni pío. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe la noche. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe la noche. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe la noche. Y yo me quedo contigo hasta que se acabe.
Y que la calle bota fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego. Y que la calle bota fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego. Al diente calienta, 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 al diente calienta. A mí no me compare que yo tengo para comprar la competencia. Yo fui mi movimiento entero con su descendencia. Todos los días voy para arriba y tú te desesperas. Y cada vez que subo un piso quito la escalera. Todos los demagogos me lo quite de la vera. Y como quiera se quieren quedar pegados en la tetera. La calle tiene fuego, la calle tiene falla. Como quiera que la tire, el alfa no la falla. Todo el mundo me quiere, yo tengo los chavos. Y las mujeres me lo lamen como la paleta del chavo. Hasta los demagogos me dan palo. Tú quieres que te mate a tiro, que te mate a palo. Llegan los cheques, llegan los cheques, llegan los cheques. Ya, ya. Llegan los cheques, llegan los cheques, llegan los cheques. Ya. Que la calle bota fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego. Al diente caliente, al diente.
Beat Shift King, Bad Bunny going in there. We gotta talk about some rap beefs. Oh, love that though. Love that. Some Lado Mana. Bad Bunny, go through his albums. He's another one where you just find great stuff everywhere you go. We got some rap beeps to get into. And, of course, we're going to start at the top with Pusha T and Drake. The issues between Drake and Pusha T go pretty far back. The beef started with issues between the Clips Push and his brother No Malice. So that was when he was feuding with Lil Wayne. Pusha T and his brother in the Clips group, No Malice, were feuding with Lil Wayne, which reportedly had roots to the collab track What Happened to That Boy. Drake's affiliation with Wayne made him a target in 2011. The beef between Drake and Pusha began to grow legs. Pusha dropped the song Don't Fuck With Me, which sampled Dreams Money Can Buy from Drake, on which Drake allegedly disses Pusha subliminally. Then Push released Exodus 23-1. So yeah, they were going back and forth. They definitely had a big history, and it was pretty much all. It started off as like the reason why I think it was. I think Lil Wayne was stealing the fashion. Lil Wayne was wearing Bape or something, and that wasn't what they wanted, or they were wearing it, and they thought they were like their fashion was being copied there. So that was the big addition. That was the like kind of inciting incident. And they went back and forth. So Pusha T fired shots at Lil Wayne on Your Favorite Rapper, and Drake responded by threatening violence on Tuscan Letter on the 2013 album, which, by the way, when Drake threatens violence, that's like the funniest thing, especially when against someone like Pusha T. Like, Drake is like, he tries to be like, he literally, this is the guy coming out there with tuck my napkin in my shirt because I'm just mobbing like that. Like, I'm sorry, you're not mobbing. You're like, if you're tucking your napkin in your shirt, like legitimately, the only reason why you do that is because you're like at the old person's home and you're getting a little of the puree on your shirt there. Like that is the only reason why Drake would ever do it. Like, it's such a facade, as they say. So, on Nothing With in 2016, Drake took aim at Pusha T's drug dealing past on Two Birds, One Stone. Then Pusha T dropped Infrared, which kind of started a new chapter in 2018 on his album Daytona, reheating the beef between him and Drizzy. Push called out Drake for using ghostwriters, then Drake dropped W Freestyle in retaliation, which fired shots at Pusha T and Kanye West. Then Push released The Story of Adidon. The single artwork depicts Drake in blackface from an old photo shoot, because it really is actually pretty insane how like cavalier people were about the use of blackface in like a public setting. It was insane. Like, people are just like, oh yeah, that's great, like you can use blackface, like, and that was the same thing with it's like that and being anti-gay, like that. Those two things were insanely acceptable, like insanely recently periods of time ago, like 3-4 years ago. Actually, it was more than that now. It's like 10, 11. But like, you could do those things and you could still get away with it. Like the governor of Virginia did that in like 2017 and he still got away with it. Like, this shows you it is a very weird thing. It's a very, very weird position. So yeah, Drake dropped W Freestyle, and then of course, Push then released The Story of Adidon. That's how it went there in 2018. I do remember hearing, I believe the W Freestyle remix. And then I don't know if The Story of Adidon came out like the same night, because W Freestyle came out like a day after the album or something. I was coming home from somewhere and listening to it being played over and over and over again on the radio. And I felt like it was a really big deal because Funk Flex was like on the Hot 97. There was absolutely hyping up Pusha T. I was like, oh my God, like what is this? It was such an insane time because, and then of course he also, by the way, revealed that Drake had a secret child with a porn star from like France, which is like just the like absolutely crazy thing to say about Drake. And then of course being Drake and being like living in the time that we're in when nothing anybody does matters, I think, just regardless of whatever like field they're in, no one cared, and Drake still went on to release Scorpion incredibly successfully, so it didn't really matter. So the song obviously gained a lot of attention, resulted in plenty of reactions. Again, one of the most gasping bars was when Push revealed that Drake fathered a secret son. Drake later confirmed he had a son, like obviously we know, on Emotionless in March 14th. On his 2018 Scorpion album, Drizzy shares a son named Adonis with former adult film star Sophie Brousseau in 2019. He said he had no desire to patch things up with Pusha, which is probably good for the rest of us, as long as things don't get out of control. Last year, the Virginia lyricist appeared to diss Aubrey in a leaked Pop Smoke song, and Drake dropped some subliminal bars on Henny's Only You freestyle, so the beef has never really been officially put to bed. So it is very much still going, but it's on the back burner. So there's a very little chance that the beef gets resolved, because I really think Drake was incredibly offended by both Kanye and Pusha kind of tag teaming on this. A lot more Kanye. He almost insultingly to Pusha T seems to not care about anything that he says and just look straight to Kanye. But personally, I think Pusha T is he is more I'm not going to say talented, but more interesting, more likable. And I think I'm on his side in this beef that is very, very unlikely to get resolved. But I do think that Pusha T is definitely the more likable, more supportable character in this, which is kind of insane considering that you got like this nice mainstream guy, and this guy who like loves to talk about how much crack he sells. Like that is the thing that we are kind of going up against here, and it's still, I think, very much clear. If you ask most people in rap, you would say, "Oh yeah, Pusha T. I'm rooting for Pusha T in this beef," and Pusha T's probably winning so far. Considering if you're looking at direct disses, not just the broader album sales, but it's a very, very interesting situation here, and probably one of the most most high profile beef in rap right now, and the one that's the least likely to simmer away. All right, let's get into this now. Here's another one. This one's like completely obvious. It's YG and 6ix9ine. And I think this is one that we kind of know about. In a nutshell, YG explained that Tekashi was playing too much with too much of the real shit on a 2018 Breakfast Club interview, and he felt obligated to intervene. YG was referring to 6ix9ine trolling on the internet. And of course, Tekashi caught wind of the California's rapper's interview and responded via Instagram, "YG, suck my fucking dick, stupid. Your single before your last album came out had 4 major artists on there. You had 2 Chainz, you had Nicki Minaj, you had Big Sean. How's my record doing better than your shit? You a whole bum out here," Tekashi said. "Stop going on radio stations trying to promote your album mentioning my name." And obviously, like, he has a point there. He's trolling the absolute crap out of him and is probably a more successful artist because of it. I think, honestly, 6ix9ine's winning this beef thus far. Things nearly turned physical between the crews in November 2018 when Tekashi and YG affiliate Slim 400 got into a heated argument at ComplexCon. The volume of disses continued in 2019 but died down a little bit with the pandemic in 2020. Yet YG and 6ix9ine have not made amends, and it does not look like and either of them has any incentive, because both of them, like, YG gets to play up that big time tough gangsta image. Like, he gets to be like the strong, like the Bompton boy, Bomptown's finest, and attack someone who is justifiably so no respect whatsoever in the rap community. Of course, there's like some big issues with Nipsey Hussle in there as well, about how I think the story goes, like, Tekashi 6ix9ine like showed up in front of the memorial that they have there on I think where his Marathon store was out there in LA. So that is that's a very, very hot situation where two people are kind of on completely different planes. Like, on one side you have YG, who is not the biggest artist. He's not the best. He's have a lot of things and just not the best about his music. Like, you want to hear a good song from him, and he's so close, but you can never quite just put it together. There's always something that like you don't have. You're just waiting for a little bit more with YG. Slide, but he did a collaboration with her. It's called Slide. That was really great. Go Loco, that's a pretty common one. Big Bank, I think, was probably one of the big success for him, and of course that's the one with all those big artists on there that Tekashi 6ix9ine was referencing. Even Fuck Donald Trump, which should be a great song, which should be like so simple. It's just you play it every time. It's not even that good of a beat, which really pisses me off. So, yeah, I think like that's the most important thing there. Some of the best stuff he did. He's really good at, I think, much better at features than he is when he has to like put up his own stuff. Because when he really nails on the beat, like Hard Bottoms, White Sox, like the lyrics aren't that good. So it's tough, but like he is so like tantalizingly close to making a great album though. So because he has some of those pieces, but it can never quite fit in a one awesome song. But on the other hand, you have someone who's like really kind of a hardcore gangster rapper who like emphasizes that side in him, and then you have like just a complete clown like Tekashi 6ix9ine who still somehow managed to be more successful and is trolling the crap out of him the entire time. So that is the dynamic here that we are dealing with, and it is very, very funny to kind of watch how that happens. But coming up, we're going to get back into the mix right now, but we will continue with more soon.